this video, we're going to learn how to use the litter categories to categorize litter. If you take a look at the litter categories list in your Litter Intelligence Kit, you'll see this list that breaks down all the possible types of litter in your survey. These are organized first by material, i.e. what is the piece of litter made of. There are 9 material classes: plastic, foamed plastic, fabric and textiles, glass and ceramics, metal, paper and cardboard, rubber, wood, and other. Within each material class is a list of categories of items that are made of that material. For example, some categories of plastic are bottle caps and lids, or straws. Some categories of metal are bottle caps, lids and pull tabs, or foil wrappers. Each category of litter has a unique code to identify it and a brief description. Some might have some extra notes to make it easier to distinguish between different categories. Some categories have a yellow or red exclamation mark, meaning that it is an item that may be dangerous and should be handled with care. For example, a scrap of a magazine would come under the material class paper and cardboard. Then the category paper, newspapers, and paper receipts. That means it has the code PC01. A piece of glass would come under the material class glass and ceramics. Then the category glass and ceramic fragments. That means it has the code GC07. The orange exclamation mark tells us the item may be dangerous, in this case that it may be sharp and should only be handled by adults. The one material class that stands out slightly is the class Other. This has all the categories of litter that don't fit neatly into the other material classes. For example, personal care items or batteries. Each material class also has its own Other category, for items that are definitely made of that material but don't fit neatly into any of the existing categories. For example, a pencil would come under Wood in the category Other Wood, code WD06, because you know it is made of wood, but it doesn't fit in any of the wood categories. Because it's an Other category, we'd have to take a note of what the item is, in this case, a pencil. When we know what something is made out of, but it is just a small fragment of that material, we classify that as unidentifiable fragment in its material class. For example, a piece of foam that we can't identify would come under foamed plastics in the category unidentifiable foamed plastic fragments, code FP05.01. Note that under plastics, there are different categories for unidentifiable fragments, one for hard plastic and one for soft plastic. Pieces of squishable plastic you can't identify as a bag or food wrapper would go under soft plastic. Often the unidentifiable fragment categories are the most common. This can be quite complicated at first, so it's worth reading over the litter categories list to get familiar with how it works. Now we understand how we're sorting the litter, let's get into auditing it.